People think that all parents are the same. They do.
Listen, bro, parents are all the same. You got a mom, you got a dad, they raise you, you think they're uncool, but then somehow you end up just like them. Whoa.
The truth is, there are a lot of different types of parents who raise their kids in different ways.
So if you're like us, your parents grew up in a different country, moved to America, had you, and raised you.
Which makes us immigrant kids and our parents immigrant parents.
For sure.
In collaboration with ABC, we made this video inspired by the new TV show, Fresh Off the Boat.
So before we dive into this topic today, let's bring in our fellow immigrant kid experts,
Richie Lee
and Leenda D. Sup?
Howdy.
Is that a Canadian thing?
Yes.
Channel.
I think it's pretty safe to say there are pros and cons to being raised by immigrant parents.
But for today, let's just take a look at the good parts.
10 best things about being raised by immigrant parents.
Let's go! Starting off with number 10, you get to eat really authentic ethnic food at home. Growing up in America and schools and stuff, you're gonna get served American food. Burgers, pizzas, sub sandwiches, chicken nuggets. Being raised by immigrant parents, you're gonna be exposed to a whole different type of cuisine from the motherland with spices and ingredients and different types of meats and stuff.
Different types of fruits and vegetables and all these different types of greens that
Kids at school don't really know.
Oh my goodness, what is all that red stuff? Is that spices and flavor? Count me out.
Oh, is that the red stuff flavor and spices?
I think it is. My parents eat that all the time. It's so good.
Oh, let's get that.
But it doesn't just stop with the food that your parents offer you. Once you kind of get over the fact that you eat weird things, it just opens you up to a whole new world. You want to try everything. That's why a lot of immigrant kids end up foodies.
Number 9, being bilingual. Well, sort of. If your parents are from another country, they probably know a different language and want you to know at least some of it. But what are the advantages of knowing another language?
It helps you order at restaurants.
Yeah, I'll have the bon boo hoo.
He wants the bún bò Huế. Sorry.
Yeah, what she said. You got a secret code language with your family.
4 please. Yeah, no problem. 弟弟，你放屁了吗？对，我放屁了。你呢？我也有。哈，不错。
It keeps you closer to your culture, it allows you to talk to people from that ethnicity, and basically it's just another skill to have.
Number 8, your parents care about you. Like, really, really care about you. In my neighborhood growing up, a lot of parents would kick out their kids at 18. But for immigrant parents, they'll keep us till we're 30, or married, or forever.
Hey mom, I'm 24 now. I think it's about time I get out on my own and get my own place.
Oh no, you're so stupid. Stay home.
I've decided it's all I have to.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
a man.
Okay. But tomorrow you come back for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I do your laundry.
All right.
Pretty good.
Number 7, usually you're more cultured because your parents are always talking about different countries and continents and cultures. The motherland, whether it was because my parents were always on the phone with people from other countries, talking to me about the differences between dialects and provinces. To be honest, most Americans do not think about people in other countries, but you do because that's where your parents are from.
Growing up in America, watching foreign cinema is considered kind of artsy and hipster. But growing up with immigrant parents, those were the only movies that were around, so we watched them. Hey, can somebody turn the subtitles on? My Chinese ain't that good. Number 6, being raised by immigrant parents can make you tougher and more thick-skinned because oftentimes you get teased for being different, so you learn to stand up for yourself.
You learn to stand up for your culture and identity, just like Eddie Huang and Fresh Off the Boat.
Hey Andrew, your mom talks funny.
Well, I wouldn't be making fun of her English if I were you because you don't even speak English well.
Yeah.
Got him! I got him!
Hey Leenda dong, I guess that means that Leenda has a dong.
It's actually pronounced dong, and it means money. Something you don't have.
You don't got it!
You can't touch this!
Listen, you guys, any insults or jokes that you get for being a different immigrant kid in America can either make you or break you. Let's hope it makes you.
Number 5, you get to relate to other immigrant kids and talk about how similar your parents are. Bye mom, I love you too.
Whoa, you say that to your mom?
Yeah, she says it all the time to me.
Really?
Just kidding. She hung up a long time ago.
Plus, you can relate closely to cultural content just like the TV show Fresh Off the Boat.
Number 4, you have access to a unique ethnic community.
You got Chinatown, Little Saigon, Little Tokyo, Koreatown, Little Ethiopia, Filipino Town, Thai Town, Little Bangladesh, New Delhi, Little Cuba, East LA, 626, Vancouver, pretty much the entire cities of New York and Toronto.
Basically a whole bunch of towns. I think it's really cool that I can go to my mainstream community and also go to my little ethnic community. That makes me feel very special, because I got options.
See, when I'm American on this side, but I switch lanes real quick and go on the Asian side like,
Well,
you know, I switch lanes real quick.
I can't keep up.
Plus, if your parents are immigrants, they probably have a whole bunch of other holidays and festivals that they participate in. We get that, plus Christmas. Number 3, growing up with immigrant parents will definitely teach you to be frugal and value-minded. That's right, value on deck, sales on deck, coupons on the refrigerator. I got discounts. Man, a penny saved is a penny earned.
I'm pretty American, but if there's one thing my immigrant parents taught me, it's to get ice water at the restaurants, use coupons, buy groceries on sale, always bargain, and to not be embarrassed to return things that I don't like. I'll do it. I don't care if people think it's uncool. I'm gonna do it. I'm not embarrassed.
A lot of immigrant parents get called cheap, which is kind of a bad thing, but for me as an immigrant kid, I'd rather just be frugal or value-minded, which means I like high-quality things at a good price.
Number 2, you feel extra motivation in your life to be successful because your parents probably struggled just to make it here to America. Usually understanding your parents' situation and how they got here makes you appreciate the opportunities that you have.
My parents immigrated here with $50 and built a life for themselves. I know people who go to the mall with $50 and can't even build an outfit for themselves.
Growing up, I saw my parents put in a lot of long, hard hours, so that motivates me to put in work in my life too.
Your immigrant parents know that America has a lot of opportunities that don't exist in other countries, and they just want you to take advantage of them. Listen, you guys, I don't know if it's guilt, the drive to succeed, circumstances, but whatever it is, it's got me working hard.
And the number 1 best thing about being raised by immigrant parents is you can have the best of both worlds.
I'm not saying it's easy, but it's possible.
Once upon a time, immigrant kids had to choose between their American side and their immigrant side, and there wasn't much room to compromise in between. But nowadays, since times have changed, you can kind of mix and match, put them in a pot, mix them up, and then create something cool.
I like to watch football at the boba spot. I like to have house parties with my shoes off.
I can take the good parts from here and also there, and also leave out the parts I don't want. Then I'll make a tasty sandwich. Yum.
Growing up for me, it was a little hard balancing out both worlds, but as you get older, it gets easier.
I can't balance them. I got this. It's easy.
Trust me, guys, we know maintaining that balance is not easy, but nowadays you can read some things, watch some things, talk to some people, and hopefully you'll find a balance that works for you. All right, you guys, that was the list of the 10 best things about being raised by immigrant parents.
I'm sure you guys heard some of those points before, but I'm also sure that there's some that you hadn't heard before.
Actually, we were inspired to do this list by ABC's new show, Fresh Off the Boat.
If you guys haven't heard of this show, you gotta check it out because it's the first American television show to be based around an all-Asian family in 20 years, man.
It's the story of an Asian family immigrating to America and trying to raise 2 young kids while trying to balance out both worlds, just like us.
I'm gonna watch the show, and I'm from Canada.
Nice. All right, so ABC's new show, Fresh Off the Boat, has a very special 2-episode premiere on February 4th at 8:30, 7:30 Central.
And then, starting on February 10th, all new episodes of Fresh Off the Boat air at 8, 7 Central on ABC.
Yo, that's a lot of episodes in a short period of time.
2-episode premiere? Who does that? Until next time, everybody, we out. Peace.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching that list about the 10 best things about being raised by immigrant parents.
This list was inspired by ABC's new show, Fresh Off the Boat.
I read Eddie Huang's book. I'm so excited for this show, and I'm not only gonna watch it, but I encourage you guys to check it out.
And I do think everybody can take something away from this show because America is like an immigrant country.
It's an Asian story, it's an immigrant story, it's an American story.